I'm very sorry I have a cold again. Each time I come for a live or anytime I plan to do a live video, I always get a cold. But today I said the show must go on. So I am going to talk, even though my voice is bad. But anyway, everything I'm going to talk about today, I'm going to write it into a blog as well. So you'll be able to go and read it there as well. Okay? So what I'm talking about today, I am talking about cake business assessment. I want to talk to you about 4 questions you need to ask yourself before you write down your New Year's resolutions this year. What does that mean? It's like your cake business MOT. You know, in life, we always sit down and write our New Year's resolution. Some people write about, oh, they want to lose weight, they want to buy a new house, to worship God more, to always turn up to work on time. For some people I know who are always late. But today I decided I want, instead of writing personal New Year's resolution, I want people to start writing business New Year's resolution. Something you can look back at and refer to every year and tick boxes to say, okay, I have done that, I'm going to do this next. Did you know that we write New Year's resolutions every day? Well, probably every year we write New Year's resolutions. But however, a lot of people never follow them through. Is there anyone here listening right now who has New Year's resolutions every year, but they never do anything to follow them through? You know why we don't follow through our New Year's resolutions? Because we set ourselves unrealistic goals. Make sure that when you set your New Year's resolutions, you are setting goals that are achievable. How do you set goals that are achievable for your business? It's by doing an assessment. Yeah? So that's what I'm talking about today. I'll be referring to my notes now and again. So first of all, you need to do a cake business assessment, or whatever business you're into, assess your business. Look into things that has happened in the past year. So today I have 4 questions to ask. Yeah? You should ask yourself these 4 questions before you write down your resolutions. The first question is, what did you do well in your cake business this year? What did you do well in your cake business this year? For me, this question can only be answered if you've been keeping track of what you do every day in your business. So for me, how you can know how your business is doing well is if you keep a good record of your daily activities. I have an example here with me of a sample of the accounts that we have done for Cake PLC. It is a sample, so this is not the actual Cake PLC expenses. So this will be your income. This will be your income page that will explain your income. And this will be your expenses page. Okay? These 2, I have them also in a template, an Excel template that you can just go in and put your information on them. If you do not have Excel, you can also get them as a PDF, which is something that you can just have a template and then you can write down your information in there. If you're not into forms, it's something you can do simple with a piece of pen and with a pen and a paper, where you can just go on a paper. Did any of you do commerce in O levels? So that's simply like that. So all you can do is say income and expenses. Oh, my pen is not writing. Expenses. Okay? So you can do something like that and just write the information. Simple as that. If you're not keen on doing figures for your business, then get an accountant. They will do this work for you, but they will charge you a lot. But I feel everybody who is in business should have some vague or some kind of understanding of how to keep books. Yeah? So you can have a look there and look at your income and expenses chart and see. Don't worry, guys. I'm not going to go into detail so much about this because I am at the moment creating a class to talk about bookkeeping and how to keep an eye on your expenses in your business. But just quickly to show you what's happening on here. On here, I have a list of the things that I do, like wedding cakes, novelty cakes, cupcakes, classes, equipment sale. Yeah? And also I've got the graph on there with different colors. So that shows me, by just looking at it without even reading it, it shows me what I did well in 2016. So it might just show me, so I'll then quickly see and say, okay, I did well with cakes, or I did well with birthday cakes, I did well with cupcakes, I did well with the classes, or I did well with equipment sale. Then at least that will tell me what I did well in my business. That's me looking at finances. But you can also look at a different angle of things. You can also look at, did I do marketing well in my business? Did I do customer service well in my business? Anything. You can look at anything and evaluate that as well. Okay? So these will be available soon. I will put an announcement on Cake PLC when they are available to download from Cake PLC website. But in the meantime, feel free to visit the website. Question number 2 is, were your financial projections, so things you expected, the finance that you expected your business to make, did it match what you actually got? One way of knowing whether you got what you expected, so you can say to yourself, in 2017, I want to sell maybe 8 wedding cakes, I want to sell 10 wedding cakes, I want to sell 17 wedding cakes, or in 2017, I want to make 10,000 profit out of my business. But make sure you set realistic goals for your business. How do you know what to expect from the sales of your cakes or your services? The only way you can tell is to maybe look at the other businesses or at other companies that trade in the same way as you do. Have a look at their plans and see what they have made. You can speak to them. Are you making any profit? Do some kind of a survey. From that survey, it will give you an idea of what a cake business is doing. It will give you an idea of how much money you should expect to get from your cake business. So a financial projection is very powerful and is a very good motivation tool to help you, to motivate you, to inspire you, and to help you focus on the development of your business. Because if you say, I am aiming to make $1 million this year, then you're going to work hard at your marketing, you're going to work hard at improving your products, you're going to work really hard to invest your time as well. Okay? Go on to question number 3. Were some cakes or services popular than others? So that's another question, the third question to ask yourself. Was there anything that was better in your business? For me, classes did well for me last year. For you, it could be the wedding cakes. For you, it would be maybe the equipment sale. On there as well, on your charts, if you've been keeping that chart every month, it will easily show you. So you can see in that month, looking at the colors there, you can see the wedding cakes, which is the highest on there. So maybe it was kind of the same as the novelty cakes. You can see in that month, novelty cakes were higher. In that month, wedding cakes were higher. So from there, at a glance, you can have a look and say, oh, wedding cakes did well for me. And if you really like wedding cakes, that should be the product that you should push more in your business in 2007, because it did well last year for you, which means you did something right. Okay? This is one way of choosing your niche as well. So you see, maybe looking at, maybe 1 year might not be enough for you to choose your niche. Maybe look at this, maybe 2016, and look at 2015 and 14 as well, and have a look. If you see that you did well on one thing, maybe you concentrate on that more. I'm not saying you should stop doing everything else. You can still continue doing other parts of your business, but maybe concentrate your time more on what's paying you. This is one question my husband always asks me. When he sees me stay up all night doing a cake or doing a video, he says to me, "Are you going to get paid for that?" That's all my husband ever asked me in my life. What you're doing, how much are we getting from it? If you are not getting money from what you are doing right now in your business, stop doing it. If you want to get paid for what you're doing right now, start doing something about it. On Cake PLC, we have a profit library. We've got some classes on there. We have a free blog at the moment as well that will kind of help you to start things on. We have some free tutorials there as well. We will be adding more each day as it comes. And also, if any of you have some materials as well you feel that would help the group, you can add that to the group as well. Question number 4 is, what mistakes did you make in your business? I believe mistakes happen for a reason. Take every mistake as a lesson. Evaluate your customer feedback. Whether the feedback was good, whether the feedback was bad, have a look at that feedback. Read it carefully. Understand what the customers meant by that feedback and do something about it. Write a response back to that customer and let them know that you understood what they explained. Customers will be happy to come back to you, even if you think, oh, they gave me a bad review, they're not going to come back and buy from me again. No. If you give them a reassurance to say, you said this wasn't good, I have done this to improve my product. You go into supermarkets, you find a lot of products are written new improved recipe, or some companies written under new management. They do these things so that they can give some kind of confidence back into the customer to say they have done something about one thing we probably said was bad, so they have improved it to make our experience better. This is the place as well you could possibly be thinking of what made profit for you. Did you make a profit? Did you make a loss? What contributed to your loss? Were you not pricing your cakes right? Were you not pricing your services right? Maybe you were pricing your services right, but you were spending the money in the wrong way. So what mistakes did you do in your business? Think about that as well. How did you market your services? Is it just Facebook? Is it just word of mouth? Or did you pay an agency to market your services? Did that lose you money? Did that make you money? Look at the mistakes and see, then that will help you to plan better for the new year. So just to recap on what we have discussed, we will also have all the questions that we have discussed now. We have a template for them for you. You can download this template and answer these questions for your business so that you can have a look and see how better you can plan for the new year. Thank you so much for being with us. And from me, Eme and Esther, Happy New Year, happy caking, happy cake decorating, and I hope to see more of you in this new year.